Hello everyone, welcome to the daily analysis. It's the 24th of January. There is a lot of news happening on Friday, a very busy Friday. Once in a blue moon that we get some sort of news like these sort of events. So we have a lot of Euro news with regard to the PMI and the manufacturing PMI news. We also have the ECB president speaking. And this is all early morning, mainly the euro here, but also we have some GBP PMI news as well, followed by some US dollar news as well. And this is all early in the morning from 8 in the morning till 9:30 a.m. UK time. So a very early start is needed. So just to pre-warn yourselves. So with regards to today, we'll have a look at what actually happened, and go through it like that. So GBP/USD accelerated with that push from yesterday, still coming. So ended up moving a bit bearish today. People taking in their profits. We could see that we could still potentially see this run, but just depends upon tomorrow's news really. Euro USD, we've had that push to the downside. Now if you did take that early in the morning, you would have got stopped out with the news from this afternoon, this morning. It took a wick to the stop, but obviously rejected our EMAs, but followed by the news afterwards pushed to the downside. So I'm not expecting people to take that type of trade here. This risk to reward is quite huge. Only take the trades that are worth it, like, because if this goes back against you, that's 50 pips of a stop loss. But totally up to you guys. I mean, you can change your lot size to the pip ratio on your account, and you can adjust accordingly. Otherwise, I'd possibly stay out of this. But yeah, we could see a pullback to our trend line if possible before we get a secondary pullback. We see a bearish pressure to the downside, and that could be an opportunity to get in with EURUSD. But in regards to the news for tomorrow, there is a lot of volatility around this place, so just have to be very careful with this pair. Also with USDJPY continuing to fall down, did say we could potentially find some a selling opportunity along this line here, daily level, but we fell short. Still continue to downside, now testing this zone level. Essentially the same thing again, really. We're looking for support if we can find that, or if we are able to close below that pullback followed by that bearish pressure to the downside. That's where we could be looking. So just keep an eye on that. And with gold, we did have that huge push to the upside during midday. So if you did take this trade, I think it's quite a riskier one. Like I said, with the Euro USD pair, if this was to fall short, you'd be losing 100 pips. So that's obviously a lot. I guess you can adjust your risk in terms of your lot size so that you can risk less than, or roughly about 1% of your account if you do have if you are able to do that. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with gold, looking to see if it can break this high here of 1568 and see if we can continue it to the upside. Hopefully we do so. Still holding our gold trade from 1490 within this region, so I still see this being bullish, but like I said, it's just depending on what current situations are, and hopefully we can see some bigger moves in the picture. But be careful for tomorrow. Before we end this video, there is a lot of news regarding the euro, the pound, and the US dollar. There's a lot of news that can take place. So two things you could do possibly is cut your trades and take all your profits for today. Avoid taking any losses, or you could move all your trades to break even, so it becomes a zero risk trade. That's what I'm doing. Or you could simply just watch the market but I wouldn't really consider taking any trades purely based on the news. But until afterwards, then I could, then I would agree. Maybe you could trade, but it just also depends because Friday is normally the closing day, so low volume. So take an early day off, or take all your profits. One of those is totally your call, really, in regards to this daily analysis. So that will be all from us. Just be careful of the news, like I said, tomorrow morning, UK time, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. a.m. And just be aware of the pairs that we spoke about, and hopefully everything goes well. So thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next week.